Welcome back to SGE TV. Like always, we're going to start off with a little quiz to test your knowledge about the SGE application process. Advisors, please pause the video now and record your advisory's answers in the Google form.
Okay, let's review. Question 1. The best place to start when beginning the SGE application is A. The written short response or essay, B. The application, C. The teacher recommendation form, or D. The transcript request. The correct answer here is A. The essay takes the longest and therefore is the best place to start.
Question 2. I see that an SGE I am applying to requires an application fee of $10 to $25. I should A. Choose a different SGE to apply to, B. Wait to see if I am accepted, then talk to my advisor about how to pay the fee, C. Ignore their requirement, they probably won't care if I pay or not, or D. Complain to all of my friends and teachers.
Well, we know you probably didn't choose D, which is great because the correct answer is B. Some programs require fees. If it is a program you are interested in applying to, you should still apply. See if you are accepted and then talk to your advisor or Mrs. McCain about working on the application fee.
Last question, question 3. What is the challenge that we issued last week? A. Students should apply to 2 or more SGEs. B. Students should participate in 2 or more SGEs. C. Students should apply to 4 or more SGEs. Or D. Students should participate in 4 or more SGEs. The correct answer is D. We want to see how many students will participate in 4 or more SGEs this summer.
Starting today, since this is the first week of quarter 4, you have the opportunity to earn SGE advisory participation points during each lesson. Each Wednesday SGE lessons, you can earn 2 points maximum. You earn those by being on task and focused during SGE lesson time, working on SGE applications, checking in with your advisor, researching SGE programs, etc.
What happens if I earn most of my SGE advisory participation points?
Just like during advisory in quarter 2, you'll get to pick a class to get extra credit for.
What? That's awesome. So if I'm not doing great in English for quarter 4, I could choose for my extra credit to go to English?
You got it.
Wow. Well, I know I want the extra credit, so my advisor will enter my SGE participation points each day.
That's right, Shamar. All right. Enough review. Today we will talk about the SGE agenda, an important tool you can use to organize your SGE application. This week you will get an SGE agenda. Today we are going to give you some tips for using this agenda.
Key point 1. Look at your application packet first. The cover page is the application worksheet with all of the necessary parts of the application circle. On the back of the application cover sheet is the SGE planning process page. This page helps you backwards plan a timeline for what steps you will need to take to complete the application.
Key point 2. Start with the end in mind. The first thing you should do is write down the due date in your SGE agenda. Once you know the due date of your program, it will be easier for you to budget time so that you can complete everything for the application. Use the calendar in your application packet to see when you need to be working on what. If your program requires you to submit your application online, or if you would like help writing an essay or short answer, there will be a weekly SGE work time. These start Friday, March 29th, and will be every Friday from 2:15 to 3:15 in the Media Lab with Mrs. McCain.
That brings us to key point 3. Give yourself enough time. The task that usually takes the longest for an application is the essay, the transcript request, and the teacher recommendation. Planning to have these tasks completed 1 week before the application deadline means you are likely to submit a complete application. See the example on the screen. Here you will see a student has listed the program deadline. They have also written in when they will submit their essay, teacher recommendation, and transcript request. Remember that incomplete application will not be reviewed or considered by programs, so you will not be accepted to the program you are applying for unless you complete all parts of the application on time. Another part of the application that takes a long time is the transcript request and the teacher recommendation. The teacher recommendation takes a long time because your teachers often write a personalized, page-long letter on your behalf.
That is a lot of work, and I know all about the transcript request process from college and scholarships applications. Transcript requests take some time because Mrs. McCain is assisting all 9th through 11th graders in their SGE application, and planning process getting your paperwork together may take her a few days.
As you complete tasks, make sure to cross them off in your agenda. Doing so will keep you organized and ensure that you turn in an application.
You know what? I want to see how a real Stokesville student uses their SGE agenda. Let's hear how Kiana used her SGE agenda to keep herself organized while applying to several SGEs and balancing her regular schoolwork.
Hi, my name is Kiana Morgan, and I did MS Squared for my SGE for the past 3 years. And a couple of ways that I made sure that I stayed on top of all the requirements was I kept a planner besides my SGE agenda, and I wrote like all the due dates that were due, all the requirements that I needed, and I made sure that I wrote them down to complete them 2 weeks prior to they were due. So it gave me enough time to make sure I had everything and I wouldn't rush at the last minute in case something happened. I also stayed in communication with the SGE director to make sure that she got my transcript, and I made sure that she helped me get all the requirements that I needed. I also stayed after school and I did SG work days in the media lab because I knew I would be busy during the school day with schoolwork. Also, I started my essay like a month before my application was due because I needed corrections. Like I needed to get my ideas out, and I wanted my essay to be flawless. So my application would be, stand out from the rest of the applicants. Also, I needed financial background, so I stayed in communication with my family, and I gave them at least a month to get those documents so I can turn them in on time because, it takes some time for families to find that type of information. Also, I asked my teachers for recommendations like 4 weeks before, so give them enough time to write a good recommendation besides all the other schoolwork that they have to do. So I basically started all of my requirements like a month before they were due to give myself enough time in case anything else came up, giving myself enough time to turn them in, and they were quality. So
All of that organization Kiana did paid off. She was able to submit her applications on time, and she was accepted to MS Squared, which is a competitive STEM summer program. That means Kiana got to live on the college campus and got to take classes including math and science, as well as college exploration.
Well, that's all for today. We hope that after today's lesson, you have learned why using your SGE agenda is important and how to actually use it. Using agendas and calendars will be important steps in your life, no matter what post-secondary pathway you pursue. Being organized and backwards planning are important life skills. Now stay tuned for a few commercials about upcoming programs. See you next week.